Hi guys, I'm back with my new controller, the old 500. So I got my bike fixed. I'm hoping the battery is going to be stable. I did find, I'll show you, I'll show you in this video I did when I was repairing it. So check it out. Hi guys, it's Richie, and this is Richie's ride. Right here, it's my Specialized, which is, I've taken it apart. I'm doing some maintenance on it. I'm also checking the wiring, and looks like I found a problem here. So this contraption here looks kind of, this, in case you're wondering what that is, this is a converter, and this is a relay, and this is to turn the light on, and that way I can take advantage of the battery power for the light. But in order to do that, we have to tap in, right? Connect these three wires together, because, you know, for the tap, and then I'm going to do that with a Moret. Okay, so it looks like the operation's successful. So I got both these Morets in there pretty good. So I went and turned it on, and the power came on. This is my new display, the 500, which I got attached here because the cable's too short. And it started up fine. You know, just holding it, just 47 volts right now. This is happening. This is for the light. So the light shines on. So this works. All right. So yeah, let's wrap this up. Alright, so the part that's coming in, the extension, is going to be in here tomorrow, and then I'll do a proper ride. But right now I'm just kind of documenting this. Yeah, I still got power. Doesn't feel very strong though. Or do I? Oh, no wattage. Uh-oh. Something's going on. The controller's showing power, but I'm not getting any. Shit. 47 volts. I wonder what's going on. 21H. What is that? Alright guys, so I've tightened this up now. So I've installed the Morets. I put it together, and I put it together kind of hastily earlier, just to test, just to make sure that everything is okay. So we have a good solid connection here, and the Morets being up here, and then we have it tied down, the cables. And now I'm going to apply the rest of the rubber, which I kind of got to do. It's a bit hard because I have to fit it through this here. So I'm going to do the best I can with the rubber and seal this up so that there's no, well, least amount of wetness and dirt as possible. Look at that. She's a thing of beauty. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Right. So that'll seal everything up. So I left the battery on, and she starts up. No problem. Voltage right where I expect it. So I'm not getting any more zero errors, and the light comes on. Right on. So let's put the rear tire on and go for a rip. It's a Alright guys, let's go for a ride. Whew. So everything is in place. Battery is showing good, strong voltage. No dips since the Moretz. So one of my theories looks like it was right. It is like some kind of a spark arrestor, like a ground fault type of circuit that identifies sparking, which is kind of what you want, because sparking's never good. Sparky. I'm driving like a maniac. I'll go this way. My turn. Right on. Let's open her up a bit. I don't know if you can see the display very well. It's smaller. There's reflection. But I like it. I like it a lot. So we'll go around Selkirk. Let's see how that goes. It's cold. -4. It's freezing. And I'm on my summer tires. I like this bike on Power 7. Feels lively. 700 watts. It measures it out. This, you can see the values better on this display. And the battery drain. At least I don't have to buy a new one. Oh, I'm glad I waited. Although I probably speak it too soon. She's probably gonna, battery might go back to its old ways yet. But I'm gonna stick with the spark arrestor circuit. Like a ground fault for an outlet. Just resets, does a cut, waits 10 seconds, ramps up slowly. Amplifiers do that too. That's why I know about it. Actually, professional grade amplifiers are sold without that, with the expectation you're not going to screw up. Because when it comes to a concert, you can tolerate a couple of sparks here and there. A couple of smoke rings coming out of the subs. Last thing you want is a fucking shutdown. So anyway, let's see what this is like. Let's just slow down. Hello. Well, coming through. Thank you. Nice. Okay. So we'll just take it easy here. Let's see what kind of spring. Is it an unusual spring? It's early. The water. Hey there, Dougie. The water is. Go back. Go back home. Go back. Go back. I always like the spring. It's my favorite time of the year. But what we have here this year is the potential for a very dry scenario. Because all this, none of the sap, the ground is still frozen. So what we don't want is a long period of time where there's sunshine and frozen ground where the sap doesn't run. That's where you get like tinderbox conditions, and you get your worst fires happen in the spring before the trees turn green. As compared to like in the middle of the summer. When you get a drought in the middle of summer, you have the same thing, but it's not quite as bad or as explosive because there is greenery, where in these cases everything is tinderbox. The water's not circulating. So the potential's always there. Good boy. Everyone's eager to be out, even in the cold. I'm happy to be back out on the trails. Damn, this bike feels good. This is like a perfect bike. Jeez, with the suspension there, the way it handles, the power, the 1 horsepower motor. Oh, it feels good. It feels really good. Takes some tinkering, takes maintenance. It's like a project. If you're not into tooling around and taking it apart every season, this is not the bike for you. There's a lot of good options out there, mind you. One of the things, I guess, the bike itself, at least in Ontario as far as I understand, it's using a kind of a global recommendation, which is a 750 watt, no more. Well, I mean, that's what they recommend. But then certain jurisdictions, like in London, I'm not sure about Ontario if they enforce it, what's going on here. It's kind of, I mean, you can buy these kits, no problem. They're not restricted in any way. They're legal as far as I know, but because they exist in a gray zone where the bike itself is considered a mountain bike, and so it's kind of exempt as far as I know. But what I'm sort of halfway concerned about is that a bike like this will become illegal all of a sudden because it won't fit in any specific category. It was never designed. It was never designed to be an electric bike, but this kind of enhancement doesn't. It just like it's like a fit rider, like a person in shape can put out about a horsepower, like in shape. And so if I was like a very athletic and I was working out, this would be the speed I'd be riding this bike at. And in fact, it was designed for that. It's a cross-country bike. It's kind of meant for racing. Not I mean, it's designed, the design is that of a cross-country enduro race bike. Light, nimble, and geared to go about this fast. So it's not a modification in the sense, it's more of an aid, an enhancement. Now, that's why it's kind of hard to define. But I really think that they should just leave these bikes alone. Like somebody who's taking a classic car and modifying it for the road. I mean, it's still street legal. I mean, it's not cafe standard, something you could buy out of the store. But I mean, they're not telling you that you can't ride these damn things. As long as you pass the requirements. Like I got a mirror, I got lights, I got a bell. So I mean, what else do I need? That's the question. But I'm definitely advocating to be left out and classified with mountain bikes. And that's the argument I'm going to make. And of course, there's people who have different opinions, and I totally understand. But I don't think it's fair to lump a conversion like this with a class 3 or a class 1 bike that is specifically made to be an electric bike, because they'll be built differently. They'll be heavier, unless you get into like a specialized or well, I mean, unless you get into the mountain bikes. But they would be. I'm not sure what the weight comparison is between this and a $10,000 specialized version of it. I guess you'd call it a class 3. I don't know. This may be a bit heavier, but not by much. And I would think it would be just as nimble and just as maneuverable, or at least in the category of it, be able to keep up, I'm sure. So it would, if anything, it would fit a class 3 more than anything else. But then I have a throttle, but I don't need this throttle. You know, say, okay, your bike is legal, just remove the throttle. Deal. Do I got to get a plate now? Jesus Christ. Now, just leave us alone. Leave us alone. You want to regulate the mopeds, you know, make them keep up with traffic. That would be a bit better. But that's up to the municipalities anyway. We'll see. So I'm pretty happy about this this fix. We got the new controller, new wiring, new season. It's going to be a good year. So I hope you like this ride. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you back soon for another epic ride. Thank you.